Hey, what's up, YouTube? Off-Road Garage here. I got the 31s mounted on my YJ, and I got an actual transfer case drop because the last one was really kind of sketchy. It was smashing the metal pieces that I had in there, and that one's an actual one that I had a friend mount these wheels or mount these tires to these wheels. And I told him about how I did the lift, and he said he had a transfer case drop that was better than the one I had, because I made mine out of really thin metal and they were crunching. So he gave me that, and I got my General Grabbers AT2s mounted and balanced. As you can see, the little weight. We balanced them. I got my winch mounted, which I forgot. I don't know if I made a video on. I don't think I did. I think the last one was a lift video, and I didn't have the winch mounted. But I got that mounted. I got it all wired up. Positive, negative up here, positive down there. I got my cable for it too. A friend dropped it off, but I just need the remote because this one's all corroded out, the plug pieces, and so my remote does not give it power. Doesn't make it move. So I have a friend giving me one of those, an actual wireless one. And I remounted my license plate because it was behind the winch mounted to the grill. And then I slid it up to here when I mounted the winch. As you can see, the little scrapes. And then I was like, well, it looks weird. Plus, it's gonna make it overheat because it's not getting all the air. And plus, my hood release is right there. So it didn't really work out. So I just took two self-tappers, centered it with these bolts for the winch, just self-tapped it to it. I'm gonna maybe eventually mount it to either my fair lead or just put a piece of angle iron welded to here coming down and just put that comes over the back so it doesn't fold, and just put two self-tappers in these holes, one here, one there, you know what I'm saying. So got that remounted, so it looks really, really good. These 31s, like, they stick out. Yeah, they stick out a lot. Or at least on the front they do. On the back, they stick out about an inch. Up there. So, these are a 6-inch wide, 15 by 6 wheel, with a 4 1/4, maybe 4 3/4 backspace. I kind of slightly measured it, so it's somewhere in there with that backspace. Things stick. So 4 1/4, maybe 4 3/4, something like that backspace. But 15 on 6, and these wheels protect the rim because they come out quite a bit because these are 10 1/2s on a 6-inch, so it looks good. But no sway bar, because I'm on these springs, don't need a sway bar. There's my nice blue shocks and my blue transfer case drop. Oh, and my kitty. But the transfer case drop and the shock is blue because it came off their blue YJ that they rebuilt, and so they gave me that because they went with a slip lock eliminator, the transfer case drop. So they didn't need the transfer case drop no more. And then they put a bigger lift on it or something. So they gave me those shocks for my lift. For my 3-inch lift. And then I got these free shocks from the front that's giving me the relay for the winch. I don't know if you can see them. Those Rough Country shocks. Brand new Rough Country shocks. Got those free. For helping him out. And I took this 31 off of this wheel, mounted it onto this wheel because I like this wheel better, and the valve stem broke, the inner core broke, so when I was trying to take it out to demount that tire off of it, because that one's not a 31 and I wanted a full-size spare and I had this tire, so when he mounted it, he left it unbeaded or debeaded, so I could put a new. He cut off the valve stem to get the air out, and then he just left it debeaded so I could put a valve stem in it. So I went up there, and it was like $4 at AutoZone for 2 of them. So I have an extra just in case I need one on the trail. And I just popped it in and aired it up. So, and it beat it up, and that was that. So, 31, 1050, 15, BFG all-train spare. I wanted the tread at least the similar. So, you know, it's similar to my tread. And I wanted a full-size spare, so. And this one came off that green parts Jeep. This camera keeps on not focusing. That green parts Jeep, that Grand Cherokee. It was parts for this one. So, it came off that one, and I got it for free. So I was like, well, sweet, it matches my tread. And I got these tires for $200 from a friend. So, it came together real fast. I'm just getting a few other things wrapped up for it. Like the winch, finishing doing the winch, getting the parts for that. Hopefully in this next week or two, get that part. Fix the exhaust that's rubbing my front drive shaft when I put it in 4-wheel drive. And torque down my transfer case drop, because I never torqued them down. I tightened them really good though. So, I just need to torque them down. But 3-inch lift with 31s, sorry, not 33s. With 31s is actually looks really good on a YJ. And they almost rub, but they don't. So I feel like if you had a 2.5-inch lift, they might rub when fully flexed out. But these ones, fully flexed out, they don't even touch. They're like a few inches from touching. Maybe like, I don't know. But they're maybe, I don't know, they almost touch. As long as you don't steer with, when you flex, it won't rub this. It doesn't touch that unless you turn. And it doesn't touch the rear. But I feel like a 2.5-inch lift might touch. But I don't know. I haven't had a 2.5-inch lift. So, it actually came out really, really good. So, I also an update on the interior. I put Dodge motorhome seats in it. This was way while back. Like, even before the Dodge motorhome revival. It came out of that Dodge motorhome. But it was before that video. I pulled these seats out. Because that's just our storage. Is what we use that for. So, we had no use for the seats. So I was like, hey, I'll put them in here because they look like the old Willie seats. They match my interior. Plus, if you look on the back seat, you can see the rips on top. It's because the sun was eating my interior. So I put these vinyl ones in, which do not adjust. The back doesn't. It just slides back and forth. But it works. It's comfortable. And I have a van center console for now until I buy a Smitty built lockbox and ICB. So that's it for the interior. Just little odds and ends things. Oh, and my shifter knob I changed out. But it's gorgeous with these tires. I mean, they stick out. You know, about 1 inch, maybe 2. So, yeah, it is gorgeous. I'm gonna eventually reinforce this bumper and get some tow hooks for the top of there. But reinforce the bumper and put some D-ring mounts too. So just so I have some more recovery points from the front end. So that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching. See you next time on Off-Road Garage.